welcome to the Blue Zone. I'm Neil.
I'm Rebecca.
This week we'll be looking back at last week's results, on to next week's fixtures.
And we're also doing a head-to-head challenge with the judo team. And now for this week's results.
The first athletes to represent Abertay in judo competed last week, with great success, collecting 6 medals at the Scottish Student Sport Competition. Men's hockey continued their fantastic season with another solid win, this time against Stirling. Let's hope the boys can keep this amazing run going.
In a tight game, the women's basketball team went down in a 13-point loss against Heriot-Watt. The men's basketball team were also unfortunate to lose against the West of Scotland. After a hard day at the office, Abertay women's rugby team lost an impressive RGU side.
This week, netball were unlucky to lose in the cup to a strong Glasgow team. Now the girls can focus on league duties coming up for the rest of the season.
As you will be able to see, the score between the Blue Zone team and the other sports team isn't going so great for the Blue Zone, so we have decided to mix up the challenge and do it slightly different this week.
So this week, there's going to be an inclusive head-to-head challenge between myself and Norv to see who has the most knowledge on judo. Every time we get a question wrong, a member of the production team is getting flipped. This week we're along at judo, and for the head-to-head challenge, it's actually within Blue Zone this week. So me and Norv are going to answer some questions. For every question we get wrong, Rudy and Andrew, members of the production team, will be getting flipped. Japan?
Correct.
False.
True.
Two.
6.
What? Well done. Nice.
I really don't get this question.
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Pass.
Oh no!
It's e-sportif. Well, same thing. It's spirit. It's spirit.
I know that one.
I feel like this is a trick question. Is it black?
No.
I think so.
And now for the home fixtures.
Come on.
Yes.
Correct.
Flip them. Flip them both.
Do it at the same time.
3, 2, 1.
That's it for this week's head-to-head. I'm sure Andrew and Rudy have some sore bodies after that. So Amy, where do you come for judo in Abertay?
Room 1004 on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6:30 to 8.
Sounds good. If you fancy coming along to that, just contact the Abertay Judo Facebook page for more information. As you can see there, myself and Norv have equal knowledge on judo. However, I'm sure Emily and Amy are the real winners here, having get to flip our production team so often, something we want to do every single week. Now it's time for next week's fixtures.
In basketball, Abertay Men's First will take on RGU Men's First. This will be at the Ardler Complex and will be kicked off at 2 o'clock. Abertay Men's Seconds will take on Dundee and Angus College Men's First. This is at 1:30 at Craigree AstroTurf.
In volleyball, in the Scottish Conference Cup, Abertay Men's First play Napier Men's First. This is at the Lynch Centre on South Road.
Abertay Men's Thirds will then take on Dundee Uni Men's Fifths. This is at Riverside with a 2 o'clock kick-off. And now for the away fixtures. In football, Abertay Men's First will be playing Stirling Men's Seconds.
In hockey, Abertay Men's First play St Andrews Men's First. Abertay Women's First take on GCU Women's First.
Abertay Judo team will travel down to Sheffield on Friday to compete at the Bucks National Championships. The team consists of Fraser Allen, Amy Grant, Emily Ray and Stefan Cameron. In rugby, Abertay men's first will take on Strathclyde men's thirds, followed by Abertay women's first who will take on Strathclyde women's firsts.
In tennis, Abertay men's first take on Heriot Watt men's first.
In volleyball, Abertay women's first will take on RGU women's firsts.
That's it for this week's fixtures, and that's it for this week's Blue Zone.
Thank you for watching. Now remember, Free Sports Fridays is on this week
No change there.
for some free sports.
That's what I was going to say. Blue Zone out. There we go.
We're done.
That's it for this week's fixtures, and that's it for this week's Blue Zone.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. That's it for this week's fixtures, and that's it for this week's Blue Zone.
Thank you for watching. Now remember, Free Sports Fridays is on this Friday
Every Friday.
for some free sports.
Is that a new thing? The whole
What,
Free
that's-
Sports Friday, every single Friday for some free sports. Is that happening every week
It
now?
happens every week. I say that
We
every
always say
week.
something, we always just like ramble on about because it's so obvious, because it's called Free Sport Friday. It's on every Friday.
Okay, we're gonna do it one more time.
That's it for this week's fixtures, and that's it for this week's Blue Zone.
Good luck.